Hello, happy internet people. Me again, the illegal alien in New York. No, the Northwest. I mean, damn, that Sting song always comes into my head when I say legal alien. Legal alien in New York. No, never mind. Don't sing, Paul. You can't. Never could, never will. All right. So moving on. Try not to make this too long. It's a video about my tournament yesterday on the Northwest Senior Tour. And I think the title of the video kind of gives it away of where I ended up. But we won't try and have too many spoilers along the way. So yeah, it's a Northwest Senior Tour event, as I said. It is the Lebanon Open, not that Lebanon, this Lebanon, about an hour and 20 minutes away. I was going to pause this for a second. So yeah, I've just put together a series of clips from the bowling alley that I took, some pictures that I took, some of the scores, and then at the end of the clips, there's some actual video of the players playing that my buddy Keith took on my phone for me. And then after that, I've got my little intro that I do in the car in the morning on my way to the event. And sadly, I should have actually used the camera on the way back from the event because it was a super sunny day and there's some glorious views of Mount Hood, which is just quite spectacular on a sunny day with a snow dome and a blue sky. Really beautiful. But anyway, I didn't do that, so yeah, you won't see it. You probably couldn't see it from the dash cam anyway. So yeah, at the end of the video, there's a couple of clips of the winners, of them throwing a ball, a video of everybody throwing a ball, a video of my intro, a video of my ball choices, the ball choice video that I normally do, which kind of highlights how confused I really am about ball choices. Not only am I confused about the balls that go in the bag, what balls go in my hand when I need them. Anyway, that's the whole series, or the whole video, should I say. So yeah, I'll just talk through a couple of clips and then I'll stop talking and then you can watch some good bowlers bowl. So yeah, this is a beautiful centre. A little bit old, but still in great condition. Still have the old wooden approaches, which those of you who haven't played on them or can't remember them, they are super slippy, especially with the modern shoes today. You struggle to stand up. Luckily, I've played on these 3 times now. Not this in this house, but I've played on wooden approaches 3 times, and I've kind of figured out how to set up my feet, my soles of my shoes. I have to carry a wire brush, and after every shot, I basically have to give my heel a good rub with the wire brush, and it allows me to apply just about enough brake without jolting my knee out of joint. So I enjoy them, and I know you guys back home in England don't know what a slippery approach is. Aha, giggle, giggle. But just think of the slippiest thing you've ever been on and times that by 1,000. That's where you'll be here. But they're fantastic. I really enjoy them. And the bowling alley is really nice and really well run. As I say, quite nostalgic. They got one of these museum pieces that's still fully functioning on all the lanes. I had a giggle when I saw them. But yeah, they work. So why change them? So moving on to the actual games, I'm just going to do a quick 5-minute, I guess, talking about where everybody finished, how I finished, how I played. This is a lefty house, or I was told it's a lefty house, or the lefties do well. I shouldn't say a lefty house. The lefties do well here, and apparently so do people who can play straight up the boards. So during practice, I wanted to play straight up the boards, obviously, but I couldn't match up with anything in my bag. I tried urethane, I tried various other options before I thought, bugger it, I'm just going to go left, stand where I normally stand with the power torque, and boom, got a strike. So I figured that was my fallback position, and I used the rest of the practice just to run through my bag. First arrow, second arrow, third arrow. Tried some urethane, as I said. What I probably should have done was try urethane a little bit deeper, because once I threw it on the outside and it hooked before the arrows, I thought, bugger, it won't be in play. But you never know. I've done well with urethane before playing deep on a house shot. Well, not deep, deeper than first board. So yeah, maybe I should have tried that in hindsight, but I didn't. Anyway, I went ahead with the power torque and finally had a good start to a tournament with a decent 267. A couple of lucky ones in there, but hey, I'll take it. Nice to have a good start to the event, and everybody actually, well, not everybody, quite a few people had a great start on the first shot. And I think, like most amateurs, give us 10 minutes practice. If we figure the lane out on a house shot, we're going to score well. That's what happens after that. That's when we move lanes. And when we have to make decisions, that's where a lot of us amateurs tend to fall to the wayside. So the second game came along, and again, speaking of being an amateur, it took me too long to figure out that this lane is 4 boards to the left than the other pair was. So I was looking at a low 180 odd game, managed to dig something out once I figured it out and get a 200 on the nose. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with that. And in the full frame, I decided to throw the purple ball, the one I've been trying to get hold of all day. Not the goat. Maybe it's going to be a goat for me, I don't know. But the conspiracy scheme, I just wanted to throw it and tried it in practice. Didn't work. Thought I'd give it a go on this full frame. Got a strike. It was a soft tap on the 10, but I thought might be a good option in the next pair. So yeah, I took that out for the next pair. So that's my first ball change. On the next pair, in the first frame on the left lane, I got a soft 10 spare. Got a strike on the right lane, got another soft 10 spare on the left. I did actually make a move. I thought that's a soft 10. I'm just going to move a board, see what happens. Another soft 10. Right lane strike, and then the dreaded pocket 7-10 on the left lane. So yeah, now the old brain's really taking over now, going, great. Soft 10s are not great on a good day, and then a pocket 17 after that, well, you know you need to change. As simple as that. But I like to ask knowledgeable people questions, so I went around saying, what do you do on a pocket 710? What do you do on a pocket 710? So yeah, I had some advice, and in the end I decided, well, obviously I need to change balls, go back to the blue one, the Power Talk. That will definitely have more pop than this conspiracy scheme, which it did, and I managed to strike. And then the next thought goes through your mind is, well, do I take the blue one on the right lane now? I've just had 3 strikes with the purple one. Should I use the blue one? So in the end, I decided to use 2 balls that game. So I used the blue on the left and the purple on the right. I did chop a spare 3-6-10. That was a 3-6. That game had an open frame, but came back with a 230. Where am I? Where are you, Paul? Paul Cosgrove, 235. So yeah, half decent game, and looking pretty in the top. I don't know, where am I? Top 6, within the top 10. The cuts to top 12. The last cash spot is 13. So yeah, I'm doing okay. Quite happy with that. Obviously, everyone's doing okay up here. They have some big scores. Moving on to the 4th game. Rich Coleman pops in a fantastic 300. I watched every one of those. They're all perfect. So yeah, just give a feel for the quality of the field. Michael Kennedy underneath him at 279. And also fantastic steady start. And just to put this in perspective, these two are the leading players in the Northwest regional, on the PBA 50 Northwest and West regions. So Rich won the West region last year, the highest point scorer in the West region, and Michael Kennedy won the Northwest region. In fact, I think Rich came second in the Northwest region as well. So yeah, just give you an idea that these guys know their stuff and they are top draw players. And below then you've got some really good lefties, and then somewhere in the mix here you've got old silly me sitting on the bubble, along with my buddy Mike, who's also sitting on the bubble. Going into the next game, again these guys' scores are going ballistic. Eric Parker, lefty, shoots a 287, and Rich from the 300 to a 250. And these guys are they're just good. And of course you can't afford a bad game. Which I then did in the 4th game. I've already gone to the 5th actually, which I then did in the 4th game. And in the 4th game, I drew lane 1 and 2, and yeah, just couldn't figure it out. Probably wasn't playing well enough either. When I get confused, I focus on the confusion rather than the task at hand, and yeah, bang. I kind of managed to grind something out towards the end, and then I spared out. Would have had a 2-0, I think, or I struck out with a low 2-0, and then I got a split on the 10th frame. So that was that. Put me on the bubble, and needed a good 5th game so that I didn't have to do too much in the last game. And again in the 5th game, was looking at similar to the 4th game. Made a slight change. Managed to go off the sheet for a 220, which put me, left me on the bubble, but didn't put me too far behind the cut. So I knew I had a chance going into that last game. So yeah, let's see what happens. In the last game, I threw a good shot in the 1st frame for a strike, and then had 2 iffy shots for an 8 and a 7 spare. and then was really annoyed with myself. At this point, I realized that I needed to start finding something, and the only way to do that was to focus more. I had some under-over issues, the bane of my life, with my slow speed standing so far left. Yeah, I knew I had to focus, and I just said to myself, mate, if you just need 8 good shots, buddy, throw your 8 best shots, you stand a chance of making the cut. And which I think I did. I threw 8 really good shots. Just got strikes and 9s though, and I knew by the 8th frame if I don't start striking, I'm out. So I struck in the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and then the 11th was a ringing 10-pin, and I missed the cut by 10 pins. So yeah, an up and down day, good and bad. Yeah, bit disappointed, obviously. I was expecting I wanted to do well in this one, running up to the PBA 50 at the end of the month. But hey, you can't have everything. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Let's move on. So these are the finalists and the final scores themselves. So the winner was Rich Corwin and Michael Kennedy, which kind of makes sense. They are the top 2 ranked players in the north in this region. Then a couple of lefties. John West, a lefty, very good lefty. I don't say that very often. And that was that. Some great scores, as you can see. And yeah, Mike, he lost the roll-off. He was also in the bubble with me. He lost the roll-off to Aaron. I think it was a 4-ball roll-off in the end. It was a 10th frame, and they were tied. And 9th and 10th frame, they tied. And then I think the other fella won the 2nd ball roll-off after that. So yeah, those are the scores. As you can see, you need to be pretty good to win out here. Obviously, I'm not good enough, but I think I'm good enough to cash in these events, and I should be better than what I should do better than what I did. Oh, let's just go back a bit here. Sorry, that's my little intro in the car. Come back, will you? Come back. There we go. These are the 2 winners. Well, not the 2 winners. There can only be 1 winner, obviously. Rich Corwin and Michael Kennedy, 1st and 2nd. DV8 staffers know their stuff. And just to highlight how much they know their stuff, these fellas bowled all 10 games with 1 bowling ball, people. 10 games with 1 bowling ball on a house shot, where most of us were using all various sorts of balls, all sorts of different angles, me included. These fellas, 1 ball, 10 games. Yeah, know their stuff. Rich played with a track stealth, pin down or pin under. All he had to do was make small moves throughout the course of the day, and he just had great shape, looked amazing, repeats his shots really well. So yeah, guy knows his stuff, good player. And the same with Michael Kennedy. He came up with didn't come up. He played with what was it, a Scorpion low flare, hammer Scorpion low flare. Speaking to him afterwards, I think his pin is more or less on 3 3/8. So anyway, it was quite a strong drilling for him. He says he likes strong drillings. Yeah, and both their ball shape just look outstanding. And of course they're outstanding players. So you put a good, you get a player that matches up really well. He's gonna shoot big numbers, and that's exactly what they did. So well done to them. They fully deserved their win today. They managed to hold off the lefties and bowl well to come 1st and 2nd. Right, so that's the end of my video. Well, the end of me talking. The next clip is me in the car with a little 2-second intro in the morning that I like to do when I get in the car. And then I talk about my ball choices. I normally take a video of my ball choice in the evening or in the morning before I go. This is on Saturday evening after I got back from my birthday party. Had a couple of beers. I try not to have too many because I knew I had a tournament, so I might have slurred my words a little bit. And at the end of that, I made a video, the first video of the ball choice, which I cut out because I changed balls. But anyway, I had a little giggle about that. So that's it, guys. That's my video. Hope you enjoy it. If not, well, don't watch it. That's the wrong way to talk to people, Paul. Please watch my videos. Please like and subscribe. Click the bell. Click the icon. I don't know, whatever you do on these things. Thanks for watching. Don't have to hang up yet. There is a video for some bowling. There's a video of Richard and Mike bowling, and the ball thing. Yep. Catch you next one, guys. Love ya. Miss ya. Bye. Good morning, happy people. Not sure what you can see, but I'm on my way to Lebanon, somewhere in Oregon. I think it's south. It must be south because we're at the extreme north tip. So yeah, senior tour.
scratch, which is always good, house shot, which is not always good. I'd rather play on a challenge pattern. I'm not asking for Beijing or anything like that, but you know, a simple challenge pattern where everyone can score. It's not just about carry. Would be nice. But I've been spoken to a few people on this tour. Obviously I try and plant seeds, and the usual thought processes is
take the next left onto Southwest Carmen Drive.
The usual thought processes are, oh no, if we make it a challenge pattern, nobody will come. And like, for goodness sake, seriously, you know, the Masters event, which is the biggest one, that was a few weeks ago.
Continue on Southwest Carmen Drive for 3/4 of a mile.
The senior event, they played that in a challenge pattern 5-1, and the guys were shooting 800s. You know what I mean? So come on, change the pattern is what I'm saying. Anyway, oh, there's somebody awake at this time. Serial killer. Right. I'll catch you later. Bye, happy people. Stop recording. Okay, so it's Saturday night, it's around 10 o'clock, just packing my bag. I'm off to Lebanon in Oregon, which is about 1.5 hours away, I think, from here. I'm picking up one of my buddies, Ron, he lives about 15 minutes from here, at about 6:30 tomorrow morning. And then we head off to Lebanon, where registration is at between 8 and 9. And then I think it's 6 games qualifying, and then I'm not entirely sure what's next after that. But yeah, it's a scratch event, which is great for seniors, but sadly it's also on a house shot. which is a bit of a pain in the butt when you've got to travel all that way just to play on a house shot. But hey, it is what it is. I need to spend some time on the lanes in tournament mode, so yeah, it's better than nothing, I guess. And besides, you know, I could be in Europe playing on a house shot that isn't Scratch. So yeah, won't mention it. So anyway, that's where we are. I'm just deciding on my bag. Right now, the new favorite, the Radical Conspiracy Scheme, is definitely coming with me. It's a polished solid ball. It's quite clean through the fronts. It wants to make a move when it comes off the oil, and then just stops. So that is quite good for a house shot or high friction lanes. The DV8, which is just an amazing ball. The Captivate is just an amazing ball for high friction. It's very, I think bowlingball.com said it's angular. I don't think it is. I just think it's really round. It's a great shape. And probably one of the best ones I've had since I've been here, that's for sure. So there's two different shapes there, and they're both for friction. That one, well, I've just added it. I took out my Infinite Physics, which is strong and angular if I have to go deep, and I've decided to replace it with that one, which is the infamous 78D Black Pearl urethane ball. I literally just decided to add that to my bag because I've been speaking to some people and they mentioned the fact that it's a lefty house. Two, it's the strokers do really well who play straight up the boards, and yeah, if I need something that if I can find something that lets me play straight up the boards, catches the cliff, well, that's probably it. As long as it doesn't hook too early. Yep, because obviously urethane's not ideal on house shots, but I have shot some big numbers with my purple on house shots before, so you never know. Anyway, that's those three. The next three, obviously I don't go anywhere without these two. These two, the Power Torque, still my favourite ball of all time, probably. Very close to the GOAT. And the Reality, these two guys, well, that's quite strong, the Power Torque. So being counter oil, that'll get through it for me. This one's got some service on it, so it's got some pop down lane. This is my old Reality, not my new one. I reserviced it. I put a 2000 True Cut pad on the spinner, so it's wet. So it's not quite 100% 2000, but hopefully that will just get through the fronts a little bit and slow down towards the end. And the other one is the new, well, not so new. Anyway, the Hammer New, not urethane. And I've added that because, well, if I need to play straighter, that's probably the best option for me. So yeah, that's my two straighter balls. These are my two strong balls. And these are my two balls for friction. And I don't really have a very angular ball here, although that one, my Power Torque does have some pop down there. But yeah, I don't know. This is where I get really bad. I know it's only a house shot, for goodness sake, so it can't be that difficult. But yeah, normally I struggle with making decisions on what to put in my bag, and then I struggle with what should I put in my hand when I'm bowling. So yeah, hopefully I can overcome that tomorrow and just get lined up quickly with this one, because that's a beauty. Anyway, that's that. Up at 5 AM. I shall carry on with my video series tomorrow. This video will be part of that series. What did I call it again? Paul, the Legal Alien in the Northwest. Yes, that series. Sorry, I was just trying to play the tune in my head. The Sting tune, Legal Alien, never mind. So yeah, that's it. That's my bag for tomorrow. I shall make some videos along the way to the event in Lebanon. And hopefully, if I remember to take the camera inside, to make some videos of everybody playing and the bowling alley, blah blah blah. Because that's what I'm doing now. I'm a blogger. Yep. So I'm going to stop talking crap and probably edit this out and see you in the next one. Well, the same one. Not the next one, the same one. the rest of the video will continue. Dun, dun, dun. Continued. Right, so it is Saturday evening. Tomorrow is Sunday, obviously. That comes after Saturday. This is why you joined this channel, because you are so informative. And I teach you how things work in the